Right, we're on. Scottie Scheffler's just won the Open, the 153rd Open Championship at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. What a win that was. Unbelievable. Now, we're going to talk today just about what's in Scottie's bag. What equipment was Scottie using when he won the Open? I was so surprised at Scottie's press conference at the start of the week, and I'm sure everybody else was. There's 2 minutes of joy once you've won the competition. I get it, you know, he's got other things in his life, and you watched him walk off that 18th green. So he holds the putt, he cheers to the crowd, he takes his hat off, walking up the 18th at shoulder high, you know, there's no big waving around. He holds the putt on 18 and it's like, done. My work's over for the week, that's fine. No huge celebrations, not jumping for joy. It's not like he's won the Open. But then he sees his little son, his son comes walking towards him, all of a sudden the hat's off, it's thrown in the air, and you could see what means most to him. Sharing that win with his family is just a huge thing for him. Very, very different from Tiger, the Tiger era of, you know, pointing fingers and fist pumping and getting the crowd bumped up. Scottie Scheffler's very much at work, and that's his approach to it. His demeanour is incredible. He will win a lot more. I think he will win the Grand Slam. Everybody else has to raise their game. You look at likes of Rory against him. Rory was good all week. I think it was the 4th green or 5th green, Rory missed like an 8-iron to the right of the green. Scheffler's not doing that. Scottie's just not doing that. He doesn't make mistakes. He's so clinical. Boring golf wins tournaments. You hit fairway, you hit greens. And when he hits greens, he just holds putts. It's just incredible. If he misses greens, he up and downs it. His power at the rough is unbelievable. Just what a guy, eh? Anyway, so we're here to talk about what clubs he has. What does Scottie have in the bag when he won the Open Championship? Well, I've got it up on the screen here. Let's start with driver. I think this is quite controversial, and the reason I say that is because it's not the newest model. It's not the newest TaylorMade model. TaylorMade kind of don't like that. They like you to use all the latest gear because they're trying to sell it. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, if I work for TaylorMade and he's using a club that says TaylorMade on it, happy. He used the TaylorMade QI10 in 8 degrees of loft, set at 8.25. That's very precise. Swing weight was D4, Fujikura Ventus Black 7X shaft in 45 inches. So, you know, that's pretty much standard. It's probably a little bit shorter than standard, I think, on the rack. If you buy one off the rack, it's probably 46 inches, trying to get it longer to give the consumer more distance. A lot of guys on tour have a 3-wood shaft in their driver, as we know, because they hit the middle of the face more. And if you hit the middle of the face more, it's going to go further, it's going to be more accurate, so they bring the shaft length down slightly. I think Scottie probably has done a little bit with that. Moving on here, his 3-wood, again controversial, QI35, no QI10, in 15 degrees, set at 14.75, very precise, Scottie. So set just under the 15 degrees situation, and a D3 swing weight. The shaft in that, a Ventus Black 8X, 42 5/16 inches, tipped at 1.5 inch. When you tip a shaft, when you take bits off the tip, it gets stiff. Now, Scottie Scheffler, as we know, is a TaylorMade guy, so controversial the fact he's not using the QI35. Controversial he's using the older fairway wood as well. And wait to hear this, TaylorMade guy, his irons, his 3-iron and his 4-iron are Strixon. So he's got the Strixon ZU85 and a 3 and 4 iron, packed with lead tape on the back. I'm on golfworks.com website here. I'm just explaining this to you guys, so you can go there and you get everything, which is great. So I thought we'd just bring it to you guys. Why not? Scottie's just won the Open. So his long irons, his 3 and 4 iron are Strixon. I wonder what the situation with TaylorMade actually is there. I know, like Ping, for example, Ping have a contract that is pretty much a 14 club contract. You need to use the lot. Ping want you playing Ping. I thought TaylorMade were kind of like that. When you become the #1 in the world, I guess there's a little bit more leeway that you can kind of push it a little bit and say, do you know what, I'd quite like to play that, but everything else yours. Okay, Scottie, you're world #1, just okay, let's do that. And also the ball, when we come to the ball, it's a similar sort of idea. The rest of his irons, so, but likes of like Wilson, for example, Wilson have like a 9 club and sometimes even just a 7 club contract. So if you're using 7 of their irons, you can use anything else. 9 of their clubs, you can use anything else, which kind of, I think, frees things up. And I often wondered, why aren't manufacturers, why aren't players on tour using more different things that suit them? So if you imagine you had no contract and you wanted to use Cleveland wedges, Odyssey putter, Srixon irons, TaylorMade long irons, ping driver and Cobra fairway wood and something else. Different bag, different ball. That would be great. And I think it would share the market, and you could have a golf bag with all those logos on. It would share the market, it would boost everything. But Tommy Fleetwood mentioned in a video with Rick Shields that he's TaylorMade, so he's TaylorMade through the bag. And the thing is, TaylorMade keep an eye on you. So it's like, the way it was described by Tommy Fleetwood was it's like a Formula One setup. So Formula One are looking at the car, they're looking at everything that's going on, and they do the same with the golf club. So they monitor every shot. TaylorMade monitor Tommy Fleetwood's every shot, everything, and they can go to him in like every month and say, do you know, I think we need to put more bounce on your wedge for the courses that you're playing. I think we need to change the loft on your irons. I think we need to alter such and such. We need to change grip thickness. So they keep an eye on that, and I think that is the value of being with one brand. Well, that's what Tommy Fleetwood said was the value of being with one brand. I like the idea of being able to use 3 or 4 brands, but you can see how well you're looked after if you are loyal to that brand. You really are in that Formula One. You're in the pits with them. You know, they're really looking after you. So Srixon irons, long irons, 5 to pitching wedge, TaylorMade P7TWs. So the Tiger Woods blade. The shafts in them are Nippon NS Pro Modus 3. That's a hybrid prototype, so that's the shaft in the Srixon irons. And then the TaylorMade irons is a True Temper Dynamic Gold 2-issue X100. That's in the 4 to wedge. So sorry, his Srixon 3 iron is the Nippon Modus shaft, and everything else, the Srixon 4 iron and the 5 to pitching wedge in the TaylorMade P7TWs are True Temper Dynamic Gold 2-issue X100s. That's a stiff shaft. Wedges. So again, we're the TaylorMade guy that uses Srixon irons, the older driver, the older fairway wood, and now his wedges are Vokey. Older Vokey, SM8, 50 with 12 degrees of bounce F grind, 56 with 14 degrees F grind, and a 60 with 6 degrees K grind. So Titleist wedges, Srixon long irons, TaylorMade old driver, old fairway wood. It's incredible. Shafts on the wedges are True Temper Dynamic Gold 2-issue S400, so slightly softer than his irons. That's typical on tour. You get a little bit more loft on a softer club. And then his putter, a TaylorMade Spider Tour X. How much money has that won him? I bet Rory is raging at the fact that he explained, Scottie, you should go to a mallet putter. I bet he's regretting that comment now, isn't he? TaylorMade Tour Spider Tour X, the hosels, the L neck, the length's 35.5 inches. That's quite long. Tall guy though. Sightline is a true path with full line. Loft is 3 degrees and the lie angle is 72 degrees. That's won him a lot of money. The grip on that is a Tour Velvet, and his golf ball back to Titleist Pro V1, and that is what Scottie Scheffler used when he won the Open Championship, the 153rd Open Championship at Royal Portrush. Next year Open Championship, I've got written on the wall there, we're off to Royal Birkdale, then we're off to St Andrews, then we're off to Muirfield. I'm going to go to Muirfield for the entire 7 days because I live close to that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.